boy SWAGGYG. We back with another video. Another channel. Mr. Lockdown.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Let's go!
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
What'd I say?
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown.
Look, SWAGGYG got me. Mr. Lockdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball.
You already seen it? I got the 11 here. Low top.
I've never
Think
heard
go to
anybody
low
say
top
Oski.
Concord, please.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Yeah, but we out here. You know. I'm coming for every Jordan Nelson. Coming from my right, see this type of shit.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard.
Yo, make sure you go subscribe to our channel.
For these Raiders, a couple of years ago, 12-4, 2017, big-time disappointment, 6-10. But as they head out on offense here, optimism abound because on headset number 1 is a man named John Gruden.
And I would expect this team to take on his image in a big way. And I'm not just talking about the media look, right, with the snarling face and all. I'm talking about what he demands from his teams. Toughness on both sides of the ball. So that means they're going to run the heck out of the football. Marshawn Lynch, get ready. You're going to get a lot more touches. Now on the defensive side, Khalil Mack, a heck of a representative for what you want from a defensive football team.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's caught. Nelson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that is incomplete. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
Punting out of bounds. Because they know who I am. They got the memo of who I am.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Cooper.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. Carter Nelson, and even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, the run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Carr going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now here come the Raiders. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. John Gruden's return to the sideline not going as planned thus far, but his Raiders do have it 1st and 10. Lynch running the counter, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Carr, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Now this is fielded in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of down. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing his car on 3rd down. It is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On the give, this is the
he got that first down.
And they'll get him down past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm trying to get PC so I can play college football because they got college football Madden on team only.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
It's 4th down already.
Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A1
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Yo, you go follow him.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run again with Lynch. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Early down stuffs have put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw his car. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I call that Cereba. Bars. We go into the head. Then I see some new stuff. She asking for the top. I said, it's just not Cereba. That's the who's in the room.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I want to fix that.
On third down, Carr. And incomplete here on third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight.
Really
Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was...
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down, and give up a touchdown.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Lock that. Oh, my God. No way.
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Are you kidding me?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Off. I had him a lot. I'm pissed off now. Okay.
On the handoff, Lynch. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now after the play.
You need to retire, buddy.
Oh, it's Marshawn Lynch who appears to have been shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
We got 3. We got down. We're waiting.
Carr gives to Rashard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
White boys
and
don't
it'll be
give up.
3rd and 10 now.
I hope they do a Hail Mary soon. Intercept that.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He'll field it in the end zone.
It's me, so. You see?
A big seam, and he might go Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Rams just continue. Now Carr maybe with the free play.
And so.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now a handoff to Rashard.
Wait, I want to see what's wrong with Marshawn Lynch. God damn. Pulled going. Oh, that's because he's older.
The ball comes out. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled.
He's getting popped
turning it over on the last possession.
Poor little baby.
Symptomatic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Carr to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Do to me, baby.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Nelson's got it here right side.
Not good.
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You're lucky he got me on
First
that
down, Raiders. The former Packer Jordy Nelson on the receiving end from Carr. Here's a give to Richard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Again, it's Richard, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive. As the Raiders offense now, they trot back out and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
Yo, I'm telling you,
they know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. What about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Now what I do what I want. Yeah.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Ooh,
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
Are you kidding me? If he didn't go inside, I would have intercepted that.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
He's about to win this.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. So out come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also remember, they did put points on the board.
But I was saying, I'll quit. Like, on my debut, like, oh, nah, if I'm supposed to be getting here around like
for a
this.
second there, I thought that might break big.
Come on,
Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
5-8.
Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He started out having some trouble.
I got white girls production.
Connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the football.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Rams have got it back.
Fumble. Yeah. Alright, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you go subscribe to our channel. And, thank you.